Hello, and welcome to
Whatever this is.
I'm your host, Meg.
I'm your other host, not Meg.
And today we're going to be talking about geography, geology, and maybe a little history if we have time. We have 5 minutes till the studio closes.
The studio is closing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear you have some facts you want to
I
share
do.
with us.
So, we're talking about Yellowstone today, right? And Yellowstone, pretty big. Y'all probably heard of it. That's because it's a big volcano. Pretty massive.
Sorry, Jerry's printing papers again. He needs to stop doing that.
He's got issues. Anyway, the it's like the biggest supervolcano in like America, but like the world, pretty much, right?
Oh, I see.
And a supervolcano is a volcano that has a volcanic center that had an eruption of a magnitude 8.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is a volcanic center like a convention?
No, it's not. Nice try.
Thank you.
For scale, an 8 on the volcanic explosivity index is like...
That's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful, isn't it? So, first of all, Yellowstone had 3 eruptions, right? And there was...
Jerry, I swear to God. Anywho.
Gonna commit a murder. Anyway. Here's where the history comes in, folks. Yellowstone had 3 eruptions in the past 2.1 million years. That is about as old as my mom. And the first eruption was 2.1 million years ago, obviously, and it created the Island Park caldera, the Huckleberry Ridge Tuff, and it had 2,450 kilometers cubed, material erupted. So, like, if you had a big box, it would be 2,450 big.
Like color guard boxes?
Yes.
Or like bigger?
Like a lot bigger.
Like a lot of color guard boxes?
Like a lot of, think like at least 5.
At least 5 color guard boxes.
Yeah, it's pretty massive. And for scale, the Mount St. Helens eruption was 0.2 kilometers cubed of material erupted. Or 0.25, technically.
So how many color guard boxes?
That would be like half a color guard box.
Whoa.
Yeah, pretty wild, isn't it? The second eruption was the Lava Creek eruption, which was 6,400,000 years ago. That one...
Do years have color guard box numbers?
Yes. And that one was 1,000 kilometers cubed of material erupted. And it created the Yellowstone caldera and the Lava Creek Tuff. So, lots of material, so you can understand how big it is. Meg didn't write down the third one, so we're not going to talk about that one.
The third one? The Lava Creek one?
No, Lava Creek was second.
No, you said the Huckleberry. Oh, I didn't write down the third one.
Yeah.
I'm so good.
Yeah, we love Meg. Meg's our best writer.
I am, better than Jerry.
Apparently. Anyway.
I get paid twice the amount, too.
Jerry, man. Yellowstone. Got a lot of rocks. Pretty famous for rocks, if you know what I mean.
We have a minute till the studio closes.
We're gonna not talk about that at the moment. So many rocks, man.
Lots of rocks.
And
like, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson might as well live there.
Yeah, honestly. And some of those rocks, we have rhyolite, which is like, you put colon quartz. I don't know what that means, but rhyolite colon quartz.
The quartz is a type of...
Yeah,
Yeah.
that you know rocks more than I do.
I'm the rock person. I am.
You are
I am.
not
the viewer.
the one.
The singular viewer.
I
mean, we have a lot of viewers.
What? This is a very popular show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yellowstone's also caldera because the first eruption was so big that the studio's closing. But we're gonna finish up this segment.
Will the following people please come to the office? Elizabeth Barnes, Henry Steiny, Kean Hageman, Parker Southern, Ashley Elliott, and Gilbert Binder.
Yeah, those people are all in trouble with our manager.
Mark Henry Steiny, Lawrence Schwartz-Druber, Stephen Wolf.
They didn't have to say it.
Could I also please see Leo Schmeckel and Emily Galvin? Leo Schmeckel,
It's
Emily Galvin.
Schmeckel, actually.
Actually.
Anyway.
We should
Man,
finish
so
up.
many people in trouble with the studio today.
Mhm.
It's a caldera because the first eruption was, or I guess one of the eruptions, there were a lot of big eruptions, was so big that it was like so much stuff came out of the ground, right? That it was like, oh, there's no stuff there, so everything on top just like, you know? So then it was like a big dip. And now you have like
a banana, like a banana split without the bananas.
Yes, exactly, Meg. See, you got it. That's the end of our segment for today. Maybe we'll edit on more to this. We have no idea.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Thank you to our singular viewer. Love you, Mom. Anyway, hello and welcome back to Whatever This Is. Today, I know the last episode we said that we were going to dive into geography a little bit, but today we're going to talk about geography and plate boundaries for real.
We're all over the place, but
Yes.
we're gonna get everything,
Just like my last marriage.
honestly. We're gonna get everything in there, we promise. Now, first off, I'd like to mention, Meg, what's with the Rocky Mountains hat on a Yellowstone podcast? You're kinda, it's kinda rude, man. Like, what's with that?
Well,
What the heck?
this is the hat that Ian gave me, and I felt like wearing it today, and I didn't realize that it would hurt the podcast. I apologize.
Well, like, it's kinda, like, rude, so, I mean, whatever, I guess.
I'm sorry that you're offended.
Don't worry anymore.
Jerry,
Anyway.
go pick that up. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyway.
Jerry, I swear to God.
That anyway. Plate boundaries.
Plate boundaries.
Yellowstone's kind of funky when it comes to plate boundaries because
Is it funky? Like
Like-
last Friday night?
like funky fresh, Meg. We're
Funky
talking
fresh.
funky fresh. We've got the North America plate, which is where North America is.
Whoa.
Obviously. And most volcanoes are on a plate boundary, but Yellowstone is special because Yellowstone is not. It's like in the, like not middle, but like in the, not on the edge of the plate boundary
So it's
area.
on a singular plate.
Yes,
Why?
because we think it's on a hot spot.
That makes sense.
Yes. And because of that, as the plate has moved, Yellowstone has moved. So, we'll add a little picture up here somewhere.
If my editing skills show,
Please, Meg.
I'll try. Maybe we can get Jerry to work on it. He's good.
Maybe. Anyway. It's like we've got a little trail of volcano because the tectonic plates move. You know that.
I did not know that.
You didn't know that. Because they do.
Jerry, I swear to God.
Came in for his papers.
Probably his
Anyway,
divorce files, you know. He's going through. He's
going
a
through
rough
it, man.
time. Yeah.
Anyway,
Nasty custody battle, the whole shebang. Anywho.
Now, Yellowstone, it's a national forest. And
Shocker.
yeah, really. You know, it's pretty popular. I'd say it's quite overrated. You know, I think it's okay. You know, I've been there. It's pretty cool. Like, there's forests and bears, so many bison. Let me tell you, okay? There are bison, and bison, bison like to walk, as many things do.
Yes, many animals like to walk, except
And
for
it's-
fish.
Yes, fish don't. And unless they're walking fish. And
Yeah, walking fish.
it's
Those are my
easier
favorite.
to walk on flat surfaces.
Oh my god, Jerry.
And because it's easier to walk on flat surfaces, the bison tend to walk on the roads that have been like paved through like literally where they live.
I would
So
do the
fair
same thing.
enough, because like they literally live there, so like, you know. So they like walk on it, but people are trying to drive there, and because of this, you can't run into the bison.
Yeah.
So you just have to wait there, and then cars line up because it's a tourist destination where tons of people are going, and tons of cars will line up behind these bison, and like people, it's a huge problem because sometimes it will be like someone can get by, but they won't because they're a tourist and they want to take pictures of the pretty bison, but they don't understand yet. Oh, my battery is low.
I have a charger.
Sorry, camera battery is low. Camera.
Camera.
And because of this, they don't understand yet.
Yeah.
Like, once they've been there a while, they'll get it. But because of this, the bison will get in the way while they're trying to take pictures, and then they can't move. And then you get like literally miles of cars that are backed up behind these bison. Like, I was in a 4-mile long bison jam of just cars.
How many color guard boxes would you say the bison are?
I would say that's a lot of color guard boxes. Hey, Jerry, here for papers.
How's the divorce going?
How is the divorce going?
It's been tough.
Okay, bison.
Bison, man. You know, and bears. I saw a bear once. You know, they're cute. But don't get near them. And the bison too. You know, people will get near those bison and bears, and they get killed. Like, they straight up just get murdered.
How
Like-
many color guard boxes deep are their graves?
Like, I'd say 6. Like, seeing as like a box is like a foot.
Yeah, I could see that.
But, like, people are stupid, man. Like, I'm sure
People
you
are.
know, viewer.
Viewer.
Yeah, it really sucks, man. But, like, there are small mountains. It's really underwhelming, especially because on the way there, there's the Grand Tetons. You probably know what the Tetons means.
How many color guard boxes is that?
A lot.
I see.
And, don't, you know.
Yeah.
Man, those explorers, when they found those mountains, that their naming skills on point.
I see.
I don't know if I can say what it means on the podcast for this podcast. But Meg, stop. But the Tetons are stunning, and then you go to Yellowstone, and it's just like, I don't know. It's a lot of sulfur pools, and it smells like eggs. And there's like, I don't know, like it's hot water coming
Is
out of
it
the
like
ground.
good eggs or bad eggs?
It's bad eggs, and it's just water coming out of the ground, and it's like, it's not that cool. Like, I don't know.
Boring. Sad.
Yeah, it's pretty underwhelming. And there's a bunch of people there, so it's like,
Yikes, people.
yeah. Anyway, I think that comes to the end of this episode.
Join us next time, where we're probably gonna talk about earthquakes and human impact. We have a full human impact story coming up.
Bro, I'm gonna talk so much, you have no idea. I talked a lot here, you have no idea what's coming.
You have no idea, viewer.
You have no idea, viewer. Misjust.
Viewer. Thank
See you next time.
Hello?
forgot.
For the clap.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome back to
Whatever
this
This
is.
Boy, you.
Okay, in
Last
the background.
episode.
In the background.
Oh,
Jerry's
background.
having a little thing.
Party.
He's having a party.
Take one was a mess. Let me
was.
tell you.
I have to explain something. We're still sitting close because there's a bison blocking the studio door.
We
So
haven't
can't
left
leave.
in 3 days.
Yeah.
I have not eaten.
I haven't showered.
Please help.
Send the Bison Man, which is a good transition to the Bison Man story.
The Bison Man. Let me tell you about human impact on Yellowstone. Now, bison,
Bison
men.
men. You don't think it'd be a combo, but it is.
No, it actually isn't, which is the problem. They really don't get along because men suck. We don't like them. And you know
And
why?
bison are cute.
Okay, well, we'd already talked about the bison jam. Bison, they used to be very abundant in Yellowstone. Many, frolicking, wherever they pleased.
It was like Bambi and Disney on steroids.
Yes, exactly, Meg. You see. And let me tell you about the bison man, okay?
Okay.
So the bison man, he was this guy, right? I don't actually know his name. This was a story the tour guide told us when we went to Yellowstone. So there was this guy who hunted bison in Yellowstone before it became a national park. And it was like, you know, he hunted a lot of bison. And it was like, Jeepers Creepers, this man's got a thing for bison, I guess. And then it became a national park, and it was like, hey, you can't hunt bison here anymore. And he's like, lame? No?
Yeah.
And so he kept hunting bison. And I'm like, hey, no, this is a national park. Like, you literally can't do that. That's illegal. And he's like, I don't care. And because of this, they tried to arrest him, but he did evade the police first time. And because he knew the park so well, because that was like his hunting ground for like
Yes.
a super long time, like 15 years. And
How long did it? How many color guard boxes did it take him to evade the police?
2.
2.
And
That's pretty impressive.
yeah,
I needed
pretty
at least
impressive.
12.
Yeah. And he evaded the police first time, kept hunting bison, and they really hated this guy because he killed so many bison. In Yellowstone, they have this basement where they have all of the skulls of the bison this guy killed. And it's not even all of them, obviously, because like they couldn't find all of them because he probably like used them for stuff. And there's like, think, you know, the French catacombs? Think that, but bison. There was a lot of bison skulls. And so eventually he got caught by the police and was arrested. And then he escaped jail. And then he hunted more bison and got caught again and went back to jail. Served his time. Got released. I think he got arrested again for hunting bison and then got released again for good behavior, I think. Got released early. And then he kept hunting bison, and so at this point, the people who are like taking care of the park are like, what are we gonna do about this guy who keeps killing bison? And so they literally don't know what to do. They tried banning him from the park. That did not do anything. He just kept sticking around. And eventually,
Like, you can't ban me from Disney World.
Yeah.
Just keep going back.
like, because he knew the park, he knew the place so well. So, because he knew the place so well, and they just wanted to get him to stop, they said, hey, Bison Man, if you stop hunting bison, we will hire you to be a tour guide of Yellowstone. And he accepted, and they hired him, and he was a tour guide for quite a long time, until eventually he died, as most people do.
Most.
Most.
Except for Queen Elizabeth.
And me.
And you.
They're Donkey Kong.
Both immortal.
Yeah.
We'd love to see it, folks.
Optimally, they put in
We do.
Is there a singular, like, why is folks plural? Like, can you just say folk?
I mean, like, there's like folk tale.
Yeah, but like, can you say folk? Like, for a singular person?
I mean, I don't think it's common, but it might have been a thing.
I don't know. Viewer, what do you think?
Viewer,
Viewer.
singular viewer.
Folk.
Folk. Hey, folk.
I accidentally lifted up the switch, so they disconnected.
I think that's like trying to find
It doesn't tell us their wife.
a singular version of y'all. Like, cause y'all is you all.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna find the singular version of y'all? Know? You.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we talked about human impact. Now we're gonna talk about Yellowstone impact on humans.
Whoa. Reverse.
Yeah, we're doing some
Uno
Uno
reverse.
reverse card moments here. So, if Yellowstone erupted, very bad,
Very
big
bad.
explosion, magma everywhere.
No fun.
No fun at all, to be honest. Obviously, the immediate area around Yellowstone, that kind of Idaho, Montana, Wyoming area, would be absolutely destroyed, like nothing left.
How?
Like completely covered by magma, like
Gone.
like poof.
Forget your friends and family who live there. There's no hope.
No, like you can't even forget. Like you're just gone. Like you can't even. like you're done. If
You're done.
And then if you go out a bit more into a bit further surrounding area, like a little bit farther in Idaho, Montana, a little bit of Oregon. I need a picture of the state map. United States
United
map.
States.
All right.
Swear jar, put a dollar.
Now.
I don't see any.
So if you
We
get
should see it. We should
okay,
get a swear
so there's
jar.
Yellowstone.
Spencer would make
Now get a bit farther into Montana, Idaho, a bit of Oregon and Washington, Utah, Nevada, Colorado. You get, or like, you know, those surrounding states.
Yes.
Closer in, obviously, absolutely destroyed. A little bit farther out, still absolutely destroyed, but by ash
Yes.
instead.
So it's not like you're burning to death, you're suffocating.
Well, oh, whoops, I forgot that. Sorry, we're charging you guys. Or you. Singular.
You
Singular person.
folk.
And, yeah. Like, well, you wouldn't suffocate. You'd also burn to death, to be fair.
A little bit. You could suffocate within ash, though. Isn't
You
that a
would
thing?
also suffocate, but, like, it'd be like a meter of ash covered everywhere.
Fun times. And it's not
Yeah.
cold ash. It's like
No,
burning.
it's definitely not cold ash. And then as you get farther out, see, now we don't, okay, well, we're not really going to talk about the other states because who cares?
Who cares?
Iowa.
Iowa.
We'd be
The
covered
best
in, like, I think 2 to 4 inches of ash. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but if it's, okay, think if, so, originally you'd think like snow, right?
Yeah.
But ash is not like snow. Ash is like dust, right? So you can breathe it in when you like step on it. It
Yeah.
kicks up everywhere.
Ugh.
Yeah. So it's like dust everywhere, like 2 to 4 inches of dust everywhere. It would absolutely destroy all crops in the Midwest, which would completely, like, so the ash would destroy all of the crops in the Midwest, which is the main, like, food source for, like, livestock and people in America.
Yay.
So we'd have to get, like, almost all of our food imported. We'd have a huge cloud of ash above us, which would block out the sun, and we would go into a deep freeze. And we'd be in, the temperature would drop eventually 10 degrees.
No. 10 degrees.
No, bro, I don't think you even understand, bro. 1 degree would be, like, insane by itself, but, like, 10 degrees, you know what I mean. It would drop 10 degrees. Like world.
From 60 to 50?
No. Like, I don't know how to describe this. I'm not as well educated. You know what I mean, which is what is important.
Folk.
It would drop 10 degrees. But, like, it's wild. Absolutely insane.
Get ready to become Manny.
Like, literally like, everything
mammoth
freezes, basically.
from the Ice Age movies. That's what you're gonna be.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, no, not even mammoth. You freeze. Like, everything freezes. All crafts, all people, all animals, everything dies. Pretty much.
Death.
It's just too cold, man. So, that's what would happen.
And would we have any signs leading up to that?
We'd have a lot of earthquakes and seismic activity.
Doesn't Yellowstone already have a lot of earthquakes though?
Yellowstone does have earthquakes. Why don't you tell me about those earthquakes, man?
Wow, what a smooth transition.
So
So, on June 16th, at exactly 6:48 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, the largest earthquake of 2017 occurred at Yellowstone.
oh my gosh.
It was a 4.36 magnitude. And that's like the biggest one that Yellowstone has had recently.
Oh, recently?
Recently.
What's the largest one we've ever had? Does it say?
Let's see.
Probably like pretty big.
Probably pretty big.
Probably pretty darn big.
Sorry, I just dropped my Gucci label.
I found that on the floor before we started filming. Sorry, Meg didn't write anything down. I was testing. You know this. I was testing before. Like, I was trying to test. You know the story.
You were trying to help Jerry with his divorce.
Oh,
papers.
yeah, sorry. Forgot about the lore of this podcast.
Lord.
I was helping Jerry file his divorce papers, and Meg didn't write down the earthquake stuff.
Okay.
What's the largest earthquake Yellowstone's had?
1 magnitude 6 event, 1975. No, that's. Yes.
1965? No way.
No way.
It wouldn't be that recent.
No, the last big one was 2017. When was the biggest one?
Oh my gosh.
Stupid.
Biggest.
It says 85.
Biggest Yellowstone earthquake. Oh yeah, it says 1959.
What?
Okay, well, it doesn't tell us, but it says it was a magnitude 7.3 earthquake at Yellowstone in the in Yellowstone. Yeah, in 1959. And it was caused by the stretching of Earth's crust.
We're learning about that in algebra.
In algebra?
Stretch and sink. Shrink. There's a difference.
Stretch and shrink.
But it's graphs. It's completely unrelated.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I remember
Completely
that.
unrelated.
Completely unrelated.
But that's just a math word.
Way to keep on track, Meg.
I know.
What else is in the criteria for this? I mean, podcast.
What else is in the studio's plan? Because it's an educational podcast, I guess.
This is an educational podcast. We have the map, but we're editing that on. We have the photo that we have not found yet, but we're editing that on also. You know what? What if we just have a little segment right here, where just in case, if we can't find anywhere else to put it, we'll put the photo in the diagram right here. Thanks, Meg, future Meg, if you're able to edit this. If not, I'll have to do it, and that'll suck.
Future me, you better get it right. Or we can just ask Jerry. Jerry
Oh,
could get
Jerry.
it.
Because even with the
He needs a passion project.
Poor man.
Poor man.
Oh, we only have one son.
Kids aren't- I heard that the kids aren't going to him.
No.
I know.
They already figured that out.
Yeah.
We're great right now, so.
See you next time, if there's a next time, on whatever this is.
See you guys.
Yeah, we do have, yeah, but no one's giving me any information, so.
What did your papa say?
My papa.
Yes.
Not